Justin Green is back with us. Justin, 100 miles above the maximum altitude and also off course. What questions do you have about that?
Well, I think it's 100 feet, but
100 feet.
But
yeah.
so there's two issues, and honestly, at this point, it looks like the helicopter was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the helicopter is supposed to be flying a helicopter route that the maximum altitude was 200 feet. If the helicopter is above 200 feet, the pilots are doing the wrong thing and causing a problem. The second issue is the air traffic controller expected that the helicopter would visually avoid the CRJ, the American Eagle flight, by horizontally as well. So there's essentially two issues. One is, were they at the wrong altitude, and were they at the wrong place? Obviously they were. Obviously the airplanes collided. If the airplanes collided at 300 feet, the helicopter is in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So we learned that there is a voice recorder for the Black Hawk, which will be critical. What would you want to know from that?
I mean, we already have most of the communications outside the helicopter with air traffic controller. So we're really looking to see what was the communications inside the helicopter. Also, if the helicopter was at the wrong altitude, you know, one of the things, it's not going to be on the cockpit voice recorder, but one of the things you're going to look at is what are the instruments telling the pilots? You know, were they at the wrong altitude and their instruments were telling them that they were at the wrong altitude, or were their instruments telling them something else? I believe, honestly, that, you know, there's two different altitude, instruments, you know, the above ground, the radio altimeter and a barometric altimeter. So it's very unlikely. But as I think you've heard, the NTSB is going to look at every single thing. And so every piece of evidence.
You think it's unlikely that they would not have known that they were at the wrong altitude?
They would not have had information to tell them that they were at the wrong altitude.
All right. Justin.